Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Lenox Justifier of Innocence. I hope you all had an amazing Easter weekend and were able to enjoy your family and friends, as well as got to eat some amazing Easter dinner and some treats. So today I'm here as the character Josephine. I just finished a training session with Ogard. I was brushing up on my fighting skills, so hence the workout gear. Also here with me is Mr. Buddy. He is here as a regular service dog today, wearing his little tie and being cute as always, falling asleep and keeping us company. So over the last few weeks, we have introduced you to several members of Lenox's crew, along with Demeter, Zeus, and the Nemesis Tarot. I'm currently working on putting together Vitrani's costume, so you're going to be meeting her soon. You've heard her name a few times now, as she's helped us kick butt in the last few missions. Next week, she's going to be here in person to give you guys her backstory, as well as go into more detail about her powers. I'm also in the process of constructing Abaddon's costume, so you're going to be meeting him soon as well. Today, I wanted to tell you a little bit more about Josephine's character. So to recap, I, Josephine, was raised as a regular girl by my human surrogate parents. And though I was unaware of my powers and my destiny, I always felt that I was different. I can remember from my very first memories as a child, I was always aware of others' feelings. I could feel their pain, their happiness, anger, and because of this, I didn't have a lot of friends. So it was just difficult for me to be around a lot of people, because when you can feel everything that everyone else is feeling, it's extremely overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming, especially since you're not sure what is happening. So I mostly kept to myself, with the exception of my cousin Amalia and a couple close friends. My parents, they used to give me a vitamin cocktail to suppress my powers, but there were a few incidents where I didn't take it and my powers ended up peaking out. I remember this one time, one of the school's worst bullies, he was pushing around a little girl, taking her snacks, taking her lunch, and he was pulling her hair, just being really nasty. So I went to her defense to get him to stop, when he hit the ground and just started screaming and crying in pain. Some kids thought that I struck the boy, but that wasn't the case. The girl that I was defending, she did see that I didn't even touch him, and I had felt this like surge, but I wasn't sure what it was, so I dismissed it. Later, I was called down to the principal's office, where I was accused of putting my hands on the boy. I tried to explain that he was faking it just to cause more trouble, but they wouldn't take my word for it. So they ended up questioning the girl who I was trying to help, and she did corroborate my story, but unfortunately, she added that she thought I was some kind of witch, because the boy fell down screaming without me even laying a finger on him. So this made things way worse. Not only did they think we were lying, my parents ended up getting called down to the school for a meeting, and then the girl went around telling everybody that I was some kind of witch. I ended up having to bang erasers after school. Banging erasers, that was a common punishment in Massachusetts, where I grew up. For those of you who are too young to know what that is basically you take the erasers from a chalkboard and you had to sit there and bang them to get all the chalk dust out, and that stuff would go everywhere. It was really messy. It didn't really hurt anything, except that you would miss out on recess, and being that it was Massachusetts, it was also brutally cold outside. So for about a week, I had to do this. So if I wasn't a loner before, this whole experience certainly turned me into a loner, because the kids either avoided me or they would say mean things to me. No one wanted to play with me. So I would spend most of my recesses outside alone on the swings. And then there was one day this adorable gray cat came over to me. And I would play with this kitty every day at recess, and I would sometimes play with her for a little bit after school. And then, of course, a mean boy came over and tried to scare the little kitty away. This made me so angry. I could not take seeing an animal scared or hurt in any way. This is when I realized my passion for innocence, and that passion truly emerged. I couldn't sit back and see an innocent girl nor an innocent animal or anything that's innocent be hurt in any way. I thought to myself, screw it. They all already don't like me, so I threatened the boy, and I told him that I was going to use my witch spells on him if he didn't stop. Nobody bothered me after that. I ended up taking the kitty home, and I named her Spunky. I also made one new friend. These experiences is why I now have an animal sanctuary. It's a place where not only do I save and nurture animals, I take animals in from all over the world, but people can come and visit these animals. So it's a place where children, elderly, people with disabilities, they can come pet, play, feed, and help care for the animals, both as a way to teach kindness, but also as a form of therapy. When I finished college, my parents, they had unfortunately passed away in a car accident, and it was right before my grand opening. And I was so busy, plus I was dealing with so much grief of my parents' accident, that I forgot to take that vitamin cocktail that was suppressing my powers. And that's when I ended up saving Mr. Buddy here. And here we are today. We're going on missions, kicking butt, and restoring the balance of good and evil, one mission at a time. So that gives you a little bit more of an idea of what I'm about, what Josephine is like, and just give you a little more backstory on the character of Josephine. So that is going to do it for today's story. I hope that you guys enjoyed learning a little bit more about Josephine and what her origins are. Mr. Buddy just woke up here. So it gives you, a little bit more insight as to what she's about, what she's like, and just her humble beginnings before she turns into Lenox. Now, I will be back here either Thursday or Friday of this week as Lenox within a whole new storyline, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. I just wanted to also remind you guys that you can get a copy of the book at either Barnes & Noble, Amazon, and I'll leave a list below as to where you can get it. It'll help you follow along with the storyline so that you have a better idea of what this channel is about. It's a small book, so it's easy to read, and I think that you'll really enjoy it. And until then, I wanted to wish you guys a wonderful week. I hope your work week is productive and goes smooth. And as always, take care of yourselves and God bless.